Yay, Kenzie, hi.
Hi.
Oh, I'm really happy to talk to you.
Me too.
Yay.
I'm happy to know you now.
I'm happy to get to know you. So, who are you, Kenzie? Who are you?
Well, I'm a girl and I had a liver transplant.
Hi everyone, what you're about to watch was filmed before I had a double lung transplant. I'm Temtchine, I'm a singer and a songwriter, and for the past 12 years I've been living with pulmonary hypertension. It's a true miracle that I'm alive today. I created Super Brave Kids because I believe that children who are living with chronic health conditions have the answers to some of life's most challenging questions, which is why I call this series of interviews Life Lessons from Super Kids. Join us as we interview kids from all over the world who have one thing in common. They're all superheroes disguised as kids. Please help me welcome today's guest.
Kenzie, tell me how old you are.
I'm 10 years old.
You're 10. When did you have a liver transplant?
When I was 11 months old.
Oh my gosh. So you had this transplant when you were tiny. So you've lived your whole life like this, basically. Do you have like pain where you had the procedure? Like, do you feel anything, or is it something that's not even in your thoughts really at this point?
No, it's not really in my thoughts. The only thing that reminds me of it every day is that I have to take medication to help my liver or my body not reject my liver.
Yes. Okay. And how much medication do you take? Is it like, because from what I learned with transplants, it's a lot of medication, but I don't know.
Well, I used to take liquid, but now I take pills. I take one in the morning and one in the afternoon.
So not too bad.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel like different than your friends, for example, or does it make you feel sort of like you're part of the group?
I don't really think it has nothing, it really doesn't have much to do with it. Mm-hmm. It's just like when I'm doing, like me and my friends like to do gymnastics a lot. Yeah. And sometimes my friends always ask me what happened to my stomach. I got cut open to like have a liver transplant, and I tell them the whole story. But it doesn't really make me feel different because when I tell them the story, they like seem interested and they're like freaking out because I had it so young. And I just tell them the whole story pretty much.
Yeah, so you can pretty much do what anybody else can do. Is there anything that you can't do because of the transplant?
Well, I can't have pomegranate or grapefruit, and I don't really think I'm missing out.
Yes, I love it. That's the worst part of your life. But it sounds like also nothing holds you back in life.
I don't really think that it'll hold me back in life at all. I just feel more special with it. I feel like I just stand out of the crowd, kind of, and I just feel better. I don't really feel any different than a person with not a liver transplant would. I just feel normal.
How do you feel special? I mean, I love that. That's like such a big thing to say.
I'm special because I have a liver transplant and I went through I had biliary atresia when I was little, and I went through that and I made it through, and not a lot of kids go through a sickness when they were little. So that just makes me feel like stronger because not many kids go through go through biliary atresia and still are here today and still strong and healthy.
I've never even heard of that. So that's the condition you had before the transplant?
Yes, I think so. I believe so.
I see. And because of that condition, you had to have the liver transplant.
Yeah. I think having a liver transplant is just like the center of my life.
You do.
And without that, and without a center, like for the sun, without the sun's core, the sun's just not really that great. It's not as powerful and stuff.
Yes. So it's like it's given you your power almost.
Yeah, it's actually made me have a better bond with my friends.
And what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be either an anesthesiologist or a surgeon.
Do you think that that's because of what you've been through?
Yes, one of my really best friends, Ella, she had cancer, and me and her have just been really, really close friends. And I just think of, well, I want to help the people that have my condition and her condition, and many other conditions, but mostly my condition and Ella's condition, which is cancer, and I want to deal with transplants too, because I just think that's just a great thing to do.
I mean, your friend that's dealing with cancer, which I'm so sorry to hear is happening, but it sounds like you're able to relate so much better because of what you've been through. Do you feel that?
Yes. That's why we came together and we became really, really good friends. But she's not having a problem with cancer. She is actually done with that.
Wow.
She was done with that in about 2nd or 1st grade, and I was really happy.
That's great news. What is a superhero to you?
A superhero to me is someone that never gives up. Whatever happens, they'll just keep trying until they accomplish their fear or something, or until they accomplish their challenge.
What does it mean to be brave?
I think brave just means not necessarily not be scared. It's just whenever there's a challenge, you don't wait for the right moment. You just like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it right now and then get it over with, and then if I do it right, it'll be happy. It'll be great.
And have you come up by chance with a superhero name for yourself?
Yes. At first when I saw that question, I thought it was hard. But then I thought, well, I want to name myself the Challenger. And the reason why I want to name myself the Challenger is because I like challenges and I like to do new things, because if there was no challenges in life, then I don't think it would be that fun, because you would just be just like living the life without no challenges or anything. If there was no challenges, then what's the fun in life?
You wouldn't learn anything. Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that. That's huge. Okay, the Challenger. That's the name right there. It'd be great to just ask your parents just a couple questions, if possible.
Mom, Dad.
I wanted to ask you both, being that this is the situation and Kenzie has obviously been through liver transplant, how has that made you both feel in life, having a daughter who's been through this?
So I think for me, it's this constant state of wanting to keep her in a bubble and trying to find a balance. Well, she said she had her liver transplant at 11 months. So this is life for her. It's never ever been anything different, or she doesn't know anything different. But as parents, we know. And so trying to find that balance between letting her be a kid.
Yes.
And then also trying to keep her safe with, constantly washing her hands, because she's on medication that compromises her immune system. And so always being cautious about that. And when people are sick and our family's well aware, if someone's sick, to let us know, because then we might just opt out of that family event.
Yes.
And so a constant, for me, always worrying.
What has Kenzie taught you about life?
Life's full of challenges. She brought it up in calling herself the Challenger. Life will always throw you a curveball. Things can be going well. I mean, look what we're all in the middle of right now, COVID-19, doing this by Zoom at home. Nothing's ever certain, so just don't take for granted all the things that you have in your life today. Just be grateful for what you got. Everyone's got bumps along the way, but you keep pushing through with your loved ones and you do it.
Sounds like Kenzie needs to go change the world now.
Yeah, she does.
And it sounds like she's about to go do it. Well, thank you guys. Thank you all so much for being a part of this. And I can't wait to see Kenzie in action as a potential anesthesiologist, was one of them, I remember. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.